Libra, this is your November 9th through the 15th money manifestation tarot reading. Why is it that? Because they finally had these back in stock. So we are going to be pulling 3 cards for you today and see what's going on with you. See if you have any blocks. See if you're just on the right path. See what's going on. Okay, Libra. Let's get your bonus oracle out of the way. Already pre-shuffled, of course, to save time. And all of these decks can be found in the playlist description. The money manifestation, I'm just going to put in the description of this video for now. Make it easier on you if you want to get that deck. It's been out for a long time, and I had it on let me know when it returns, that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm going to move these over here next to Felix. And before we do that, let's go back over here. We've got to do this. We've got to do your money manifestation oracle. We're going to pull 3 cards. We're going to put them right there. Here we go, Libra. So in this deck, there's locks, clocks, keys, books, galaxy jars, money jars, crowns, and then the rarest cards is the destiny, love, and fortune cards. So let's see what is coming out for you. Ooh, you have 2 come out. Look at that. And we'll draw one more in a second. So you have a key. So keys are mindset shifts that will unlock abundance and help you create your timeline of ultimate prosperity. Oh yeah. So when you find yourself feeling indecisive about which direction to go, this feels like a 2 of swords. Don't be afraid to experiment with multiple options to figure out what works for you. And the 2 of swords, it's indecision. I'm feeling it here, but you just gotta pick a path and go. You just gotta go. And if your mind is saying, well, what if I choose the wrong thing? Well, you'll find out faster. You will, you know, instead of waiting around, wasting time. Is that something that is a very precious thing? We don't get it back. So host, look at this. You have a galaxy jar. So galaxy jars are your talents, gifts, and areas of unrealized potential. Isn't that beautiful? So it says whether your space is physical or digital, you could find a lot of fulfillment in being a host. Ooh, hosting things. All right, the hostess with the mostest, right? There you go, Libra. We are going to get one more for you, so experiment. This is calling on you to share your voice, is what I feel like, and you just got to do it. You just got to go. Just do it. Just get up and go. Just start something. Procrastination. Oh, that's the devil. All right. You just got to go and find out what works. Just got to try. All right, last card we have promotion. Oh, you got all the good stuff here. You got a money jar. So money jars are financial gain, success, growth, and expansion. You have promotion. Elevated earnings come in hand with heightened responsibilities. Well, of course. You know, but you'll handle it. Scoot up a little bit. All right. Libra. Oops. All right, let's get this main oracle chosen for you. This is a talisman oracle. These are all, like I said, in the playlist description. And while you're over there, do check your sun, moon, rising sign, whichever one you probably don't watch, and see if there is additional messages there for you. I watch, sometimes depending on the message, I will watch my rising, which is Gemini, and sometimes I even watch Scorpio, which is my north node. My sun and moon is Sagittarius, so it's one and done there. All right, talisman oracle. Union with the battle unicorns. Look at that. Union. This could be about your partnerships, your connections. We have that yin yang. It could be about yourself, being in balance with yourself. So 2s, right there is what I'm feeling. 2 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. Maybe even the 2 of Swords, because you've got that, you know, indecision over here too. It could be about you embracing all aspects of yourself, which is nice. And, you know, 2 of Swords is your card, Libra. Sure is. All right, it's your spirit animal oracle. Enormous cards, but I really like them. Ooh, you've got the lizard. You're a lizard, Harry. All right, regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. See, it's talking about cloak. Ah, you're Harry. Yep. There you go. Yep. Okay, let's unlock the secret garden here. It's already jumping out. We'll take it. You have forgiveness. Look at that sweet, sweet bee there. And you have laughter. Look at that. So both very positive energies. I think that's why we have these colors here. Now, forgiveness, you know. You don't have to go directly to that person. You can just forgive them in your energy, chalk it up to them just being uninformed, or maybe they're just bad people. They treat everybody poorly. Who knows what the situation is? Just it's time to stop thinking about it and let it go. Right? Don't ruminate on it any longer. Laughter. You've seen those videos where people will just start laughing. There'll be like a group of them. It's very healing, very cathartic laughter. And you might even be laughing at yourself for holding on to something for so long. This feels like a 3 of Cups. This feels like a Queen of Cups or a 4 of Swords or even a 3 of Swords. You know, you're coming up in these oracle cards here, being yourself, your best version of yourself. Yep, that's what I'm feeling there. So we're just going to put both of these there. There we go. Let's get into the actual tarot and see what we have. Let's adjust our cards. All right, Libra, Libra, Libra. And so I think the hardest person to forgive, though, really is ourselves. So if you're struggling with that, just forgive yourself. Just do it. Whatever situation that was, you know, bothering you or whatever, just say, I forgive myself. Just do that and mean it. Okay. Enough with that. Oh, 9 of Wands. There, that's that regenerative spirit. Just pick yourself back up. Dust yourself off. You're going. Look at that. The Lovers. There's that too. The Twins. Duality. The Lovers can be about uniting yourself, choosing yourself. There you are. Libra with the 3 of Swords is healing. Forgiveness and laughter. It's right there. Wow. We called it. We call it all the time. I say we always, 99.9% of the time we say the cards that's going to pop up. All right. And it's not, you know, it's because the energy is there. I'm not doing any magic tricks. All right, 6 of Cups. This can be a type of forgiveness if you think about it. This is nostalgia. Could be a gift coming in. For sure. Ooh, Ace of Wands here. And the 8 of Pentacles. So the Lovers, if we look at this, it's about choosing a path. Okay? This, if we're talking about your money manifestation, is saying your passion. There is something that you have that's a passion that you should be going for. Now, this feels like maybe something you tried before. With this 9 of Wands, that's the wounded warrior, right? And you do have the 3 of Swords here. So whatever it is you're wanting to do, you may have kind of tiptoed around it before. You may have tried. Things didn't work out. That's the feeling I'm getting with this. But with the 6 of Cups, this is reflection. You're looking at the past. But what she's doing here is she's remembering the good things, which we can interpret as the things that worked, right? The positive aspects of it. And this can be the motivation to help, pick you up, dust yourself back off, and get out there and try it again. But the key here is to experiment. And that's what the Nine of Wands does. He will throw whatever at the wall until something sticks. This is saying don't give up. Keep trying. And if it's really and truly your passion, other people will see that. It will come through in whatever you're doing. I guarantee you. The channels that I watch on YouTube are largely people, excuse me, that have a passion about something. And they'll focus in on that one thing. Look at Max Miller with Tasting History. I love it. He's really curious about the history of where recipes and stuff like that came from. He made a channel out of it. He's sharing his passion with others. And so this is about choosing your passion. Maybe you have several, Libra. Maybe it's just one. But this is saying choose a passion, but the thing is, you've got to stick with it. That's the thing. You got to stick with it no matter what. No matter how hard it is. If you're really wanting that to happen, it takes this. This is discipline. This is Virgo energy, right? But it's showing up every single day and putting in the work. Will you see results from that first day? Probably not. A week? No. Even a year? Maybe not. 2? Probably a little better. But the proof is really in the pudding. This is saying that the more work you put into it, and if you stick with it, you will have, this is a path to mastery, you will have success. But you've got to give it time. You've got to give it time. There's a timing element here, Libra. And like I've said with some other readings, it will come to fruition when it's ready, when the energy has, caught up to itself. Different things arrive in different times. It depends on what industry this is and what you're doing. Maybe you should promote yourself more some way. Find a way to promote yourself, get yourself out there, show off what you're doing. Yep, that's what I'm feeling with those two. And I feel like the more you stick with this, the more you're healing things. You could be healing yourself by focusing on this. All right, let's keep going here. I think this time you're in it to win it, Libra. I don't think you're going to stop this time because we have the Nine of Wands and we have all this positivity here of choosing this path, and we have union here, sticking with it. It does feel like you're choosing yourself. You're choosing some type of passion. And there's 3 things that are indicative to business creation. It's your passions, right? It's profession. It's something you've already done, you can make money at, or pain. People create things because there's a need for it. There's a niche. I know it sounds weird, but yeah, things come out of that. A need for something. Aha, Knight of Cups, following your dream. I'm still getting this cough, but there's nothing. I think I'm nearly over this. All right, 4 of Cups. This has been coming out a lot. 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands, and all the 5s have been coming out for pretty much everybody. There is a change and shift happening. 10 of Pentacles. Look at that. That's the legacy. Right there. And this is about that experimentation, needing to experiment, mix those things up. So we're having it again. Don't be afraid to try new things. Now we have the Knight of Cups being crossed by the Queen of Cups. So you're definitely growing here. Absolutely. 4 Swords. Yep. And the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's some creativity coming in. This looks good to me. Is there a challenge? Yes. There's always challenges. but I feel like you're rising to meet them. This feels like a progression. The Knight of Cups is Pisces energy. It's action. All knights are action. They're driven. They're motivated to do something. They're fearless. They're knights. You know, they go out there and, you know, battle if you want to, because that's what a knight does. This one has the Ace of Cups, and so does the Queen here. I feel like you're progressing, you're leveling up here from this Knight of Cups to the Queen of Cups. You're putting action toward this heart's desire, whatever is in this cup for you. But you're also reflective. I get that with the Six of Cups there, because all the Queens are reflective, because this is water on water here. You've learned so much from the past. You've changed from this one, but you've learned like so much through this experimentation, because that's kind of what knights do. Pages, knights, they're still learning, right? So you're coming into some type of, it feels like divine knowledge, some type of sovereignty over your emotions here, which is really good. Very positive energy, nurturing, healing. Four of Cups again, Cancer energy, and now we have you. You're showing up here, Libra, definitely. We have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Cups is about not being satisfied with what you have, but it does show inaction. And the issue with that is you have to experiment. You know, this could be the energy I feel like you're coming out of, Libra. It's because it's crossed by the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is healing. It's your card of taking a break, thinking things over. And I think this is where things change for you. This is where the shift comes when you finally just kind of stop and you take a look at things. You give yourself time to say, all right, this is what I need to do. I've got to change these things. I got to mix things up. There's more opportunity. That's that ace, that hand, that cup coming out of the clouds. There's always more. So I feel like this is that calm, because this is where you're going to have answers too. If your mind is agitated, upset, frustrated, as you can tell he's frustrated here, you're not going to get the best answers. This is about being in a calm state of mind, peaceful state of mind, but willing to experiment here. And I do feel like that is an energy of the past. I feel like that's what you're shifting, that's what you're changing, because we have all these other cards here. You are really working towards this legacy here, this 10 of Pentacles. It's in, this is saying it's in your vibration now, because this is the energy you want to be in, that act as if energy, that you already have it. Align with that future self that is already doing the work that put them on this path. Everyone who got where they are had to begin where they were at some point. You know, Jim Carrey wasn't always super famous, but he felt it, and he paid himself. He wrote a check to himself, and bam, everything just opened up. So you got to believe that you are here already and put the effort and work into it. Now, this is speaking of teamwork. You could be needing to work with like-minded people, or just putting yourself out there on display, because that's what an architect does. Once they create these plans, they hand it off, and then that thing is built, and then everyone can see it. So you're building something here for sure. This could also be planning ahead for the future for that 10 of Pentacles, but definitely being in that energy, in that mindset. But it's all about the work that you do and show up doing every single day. It compounds over time. It takes a lot of self-discipline. 8 of Swords. The Tower. Woo-wee. And the 9 of Cups. There is a major shift happening here. Major shift. 8 of Swords. More Gemini energy. You got to choose what you want. We have Aries. Pisces again. Ah, look at that. King of Cups. Now we have 2. We have the Hierophant. Woo! And now the Page of Cups. That Ace of Cups with the 9. Something is coming in. It's going to make you very, very happy here, Libra. So we do have this under union. We have the Queen and King of Cups. We also have the Lovers. This feels like uniting yourself, masculine, feminine. The caring aspect, nurturing aspect of yourself, and then that stable, consistent. All the kings I feel like are kind of businessmen, but this one is very caring, right? Very nurturing, very giving. So I feel like you are coming into this wholeness within yourself. As you do this, things are shifting. The 8 of Swords, of course, we know is worry. It's feeling tied up. It's a mental prison. And really only you can free yourself from that mental prison. Worry about things that has not come to be and may never is a waste of time and energy. And it brings down your vibration. It's not where you want to be. So the King of Cups is here saying to focus on your dreams here, your heart's desire, to focus on it with complete intent, to not look back. And we do have trusting intuition here. And this King of Cups is Scorpio energy, highly intuitive, very intuitive. So it's time to put that behind you, because this King of Cups and the Queen as well, they have dived deep into their emotions. They've sorted this out. They have detached emotionally from any negative thinking or worry. They've let it go, because it just has no place in your future. It will hold you back. Woo! Now, this is, okay, for some of you, there is a side message of a divine union coming in. The Hierophant can be a marriage type thing, and we do have the 9 of Cups plus the Page of Cups. This could be, a proposal, okay? This could also be a business proposal. There is something coming in. It's a blessing in disguise, okay? I feel like this is where, maybe things didn't work out in the past, but it's for a reason. I guarantee you it's for a reason. Something crumbled. Something did not have a firm footing or foundation. This time it will. It's funny how things happen to try to stop or prevent us from going in the wrong direction. I was one day driving my car to go pick up someone who the universe already knew should not be around me, and my car broke down. My car never broke down. It just started spittering and sputtering, and it plump, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. So these things that happen, they're for a reason. The Hierophant is also, the equivalent, kind of like the High Priestess. So there is a divine connection here. And this is also part of that path to mastery, because this is the master. right? So something is shifting here big time. You know, this feels almost like overnight, and overnight blessing, something happens. And it could be this offer. There is something coming in having to do with the heart's desire. For some of you, it could be both. You're getting your wishes fulfilled here, blessings in whatever this is you're wanting to do here, this promotion. That could be the thing coming in that makes you feel just on top of the world. Like Leonardo DiCaprio is what I'm feeling here. But you got to experiment. That's the key right here. Literally, the key is experimenting to figure out what works best. Trying different things. But this offer, it's amazing, whatever it is for you, Libra. It looks good. Very positive. Ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say, now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. If you need help, ask for it. My goodness, it's not easy. I don't like asking for help. I do not. Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. And that's what you're doing this time. Last time it just wasn't right. It wasn't ready to come to fruition. You weren't ready. There was something about you that you probably needed to know more about. But I feel like you've learned it. I feel like you're ready now. Ooh, spiritual awakening. Shift or be shifted. There we go. It's happening. That's that tower energy. You can be on board with this or not, but I think it's happening anyway. I think you're shifting. I do. Base. Secret admirer. Could be that page. For some of you. Will. Indecisiveness. Allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. I felt that, weirdly, that Two of Swords energy. You just have to go. You just have to try something new is what that feels like. Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Is it you, Libra? I don't think so, because I feel like you're changing. I feel like maybe this is you from the past, not wanting to change. Yeah. Well, however that resonates for you. It could just be somebody in your midst. All right, Libra, let me know. This feels like it was 2 readings in one. It felt like it was talking about what you're manifesting here, but also for some of you, there could be a love connection coming in. That's what it's saying. All right, Libra, I hope this reading resonated with you. I hope it helped you. So let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button. Please share and subscribe. That really, really helps the channel, and I'm trying to grow it, and it is growing. So thank you so much, and we will see you next time.